I walk kind of slow, so keep clapping until I get there. All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Spencer Brown. I'm a product manager at Qualys for our Qualys Cloud Agent. It's great to see you all here. Thanks, Himanshu, for giving me the opportunity to be up here with you. Just to get out of the way, I think a lot of people have seen me walking around slowly here, and they thought, my goodness, what's this guy doing at QSC? And I'll tell you really quickly, I've been at Qualys for almost 6 years. And 2 years ago, I completed my master's degree, and I was having a backyard barbecue swim party to celebrate. And I took a dive into into the pool, and went all the way to the bottom and hit my head. Everyone says, well, why'd you dive in such shallow water? It's 10 feet of water, so I'm a pretty tall man. And immediately I had no motion, no sensation, and no movement neck down. And since then, I've been recovering and so forth. As I mentioned, it's been 2 years. And not only does Qualys make excellent products, but they take care of their employees, and I'm proud to be here today standing in front of you. Okay, let's go quickly in regards to what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about our Qualys agent capabilities, extensive platform support. Then we'll talk about the power of the Qualys agent with our enterprise true risk platform. Then we'll move ahead into fine-tuning the agent. And then our favorite is talking about feature enhancements that are longly waiting for you customers. Okay, today our agent has a whopping 9 capabilities, all in one single agent. I like to highlight 3 of those here in detail. Number 6 is our custom assessment and remediation. This allows you, we've had this module for some time, but we recently added the capability to create your own detections. Bring your own detections so that you can find vulnerabilities in your first-party or homegrown applications. This is a powerful tool that gets integrated with your true risk score and all your reporting and so forth. Number 8 is our passive sensing. Our passive sensing allows the agent to detect 100% of network traffic, discover managed and unknown assets, and make them managed and gain more coverage. Number 9 is our runtime software composition analysis. This is your next log4j finder, and this allows you to crawl the file system and find open source software, and we've added a whopping 15,000 new detections to cover these. Next here, we'll go ahead and move to a demonstration of all of these capabilities. Capability number 1 is our cybersecurity asset management. This allows you to get installed software, open ports, running services, and user information and so forth. This is by default on by the agent, allows you to correct all those capabilities. Next, number 2 is vulnerability management, detection, and response. This is a keystone at Qualys to detect vulnerabilities in your environment and goes towards a true risk score to get the overall posture within your environment. It also allows you to prioritize those vulnerabilities to find out which ones you should mitigate first. Next is our policy compliance. This allows you to stay compliant within your organization in regards to certain benchmarks such as CIS, HIPAA, SOX, etc. The next one over here is our file integrity monitoring. This is to stay compliant with any changes on your endpoint that you need. The next one that we have here is our patch management to allow you to deploy patches on those endpoints. We not only support Windows, we support Linux, and we support Mac OS, both Intel and Apple Silicon. Thank you very much. And moving to the next one is what we talked about as a first-party assessment. That's the next capability. Endpoint protection to stop attacks on your machines. Passive sensing to discover those unmanaged assets. And lastly, our runtime software composition analysis. And that's the end here. And that is a lot of capabilities in one agent. And we'll talk about even a 10th one that will be coming up here. OK, we'll move back to the slides here. The agent is extensive in regards to the platform support that we have. We have support for Windows, both 64-bit, 32-bit, ARM. We have support for Linux, Debian, ARM, RPM, many other different platforms, AIX, Solaris, scanning operating systems, scanning databases such as SQL Server and Oracle. And the ones that you see here, highlighted in the darker shade, are ones that are unique to Qualys. So this is ARM on Windows. This is Z Systems for your mainframes. This is Core OS for your OpenShift clusters, and even Chrome OS. OK, the cloud agent, it would be nothing without the power of our platform. The agent is really a data collector, and we do no local processing on the machine. We collect data from the endpoints, whether it be from all the capabilities that we have. We send it to the Qualys platform, and then we go, and that Qualys platform does all the power in processing and so forth. This allows us to stay very lean and lightweight on the endpoint. From the performance metrics, these are real-life metrics from a 4-core system for some particular capabilities that we have. And as you can see, as we add additional capabilities, the CPU and usage still stay relatively low. Moving on here to fine-tuning the agent. The agent allows for some capabilities to be adjusted. Number one that we have here is auto upgrade. We have a whopping 80% of our cloud agents that enable auto upgrade. So that as new features or any bug fixes or anything that comes out, we move forward and allow you to upgrade. The next one I'd like to highlight is memory and disk I/O flexibility. This allows you to choose if you'd like to have a balance between disk I/O or using memory on the machine. So this is a recommendation is up to you in regards to what you'd like to see. The QR code that you have here is a best practice guide in regards to the best optimal performance that you might have. What I might say here is that depending on your machine that you have, these settings can be fine-tuned. Moving on here to the performance setting, there are some default settings, but there are some recommended settings that you should take a look at. The agent status interval should be set to 15 minutes. This allows the agent to check into the Qualys platform and download any new resources that might be available. This might be the latest manifest that needs for the latest signatures that we have, or any type of configuration change that you have. Delta upload interval, this allows you to set how the difference between each time we send those scan results to the Qualys platform between 10 and 30 seconds. The chunk size, we recommend setting to 2 megabytes. And upgrade interval to every 18 hours, so we're not unnecessarily downloading the binary multiple times. In regards to CPU throttling, we recommend keeping at least 10% to allow those scans to be finished on time, and for Linux, to have 20 milliseconds between each command that we run. All right, underneath some more general settings here is our agent scan merge. We support agent scan merge for the majority of our operating systems and platforms that we support. This allows you to get a single unified view of agent and scanner, even without authentication. This was, we came out with this a number of years ago, and this has been highly adopted by many organizations to give you a single view that has been great. The next one here is our VM scan interval, we recommend sending this to every 4 hours. One thing that I think a lot of customers don't know is that regardless of the 4-hour interval, whenever there's a new manifest or a new signature that's available that we publish, the agent will begin a scan immediately. So if you have a scenario where there might be a 0-day or high critical vulnerability, as soon as Qualys publishes that, the agent will download it, and regardless of the interval, even if it just completed a scan, it will perform another assessment to get those results as quickly as possible. Lastly here is the policy compliance interval, and we recommend sending this to 36 hours to ensure, as there's not many changes on the endpoint, and allow for less CPU to be used. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some enhancements that we have. We have coming up here, this is going to be our 10th capability for the agent, and this is rapid certificate deployment and renewal. There are many challenges today in regards to certificate management, lack of visibility and understanding of when those might expire, lack of automation, and many internet organizations are moving to a 90-day expiration policy. Agent is in a perfect position in order to support this capability. The agent's already on the endpoint. There's no new agent. Our agents are already collecting certificate information today and really allows for us to create that automation for the renewal. Let's go ahead and move to a demo, and let's see that live, how that might work. Here we can see that we have 20 assets that have certificates that expire here in a short period of time. Let's go ahead and do a certificate renewal leveraging the Qualys Cloud Agent. We'll move to configuration, and we'll add a new certificate authority. Here we're going to go ahead and select DigiCert. We'll go ahead and provide the API key, and we'll have that be generated within the certificate view UI. We'll go ahead and create a template, and we will add the necessary information in regards to the settings. Well, it's going to be a new Qualys renewal certificate, and we have that template ready to go. Let's go find those assets that have the certificates that are pending. As you can see, we click on them. We have 20 assets, and we'll go ahead and create a new renewal job for those. We'll select the 15 assets that have DigiCert. Then we'll go ahead and add our template that we just created. Hit Next, and move forward here. We'll go ahead and say, okay, 5 days prior to the certificate expiration, we'll have the agent renew those certificates, and we allow an option to reboot the server after, and we'll go ahead and save the job. Moving back to the job, you can see that it's in progress, and we'll go ahead and see the status of success. And finally, we'll go back to the dashboard, and we can see that we only have the 5 pending assets from the other one. That's the end of the demo, and we'll continue moving on here. All right. One of my favorite features that are coming up here is local agent health check. This is a utility, command line utility that we will bake into the Qualys agent for you to get actual insights in regards to the health of the agent. One of our customers here today helped us develop, sorry about that. One of our customers today gave us some great feedback, and we took that feedback and we're building it into the agent. Many of you all who are leveraging agents uses a third-party tool to deploy the agent. They see the agents installed, and they see the agents running. But how do you know if the agent is healthy and running? Okay, so we have this command line utility where you can output the health of the agent. Here you can see the health is good, and you're able to do a network connectivity check to see if the agent is successfully able to communicate and if it's completed its scan. In addition, you will also be able to leverage the Qualys scanner. If you authenticate to the host, we'll have a detection where you can run this utility and get the overall health. You'll be able to create a dashboard, and you'll also be able to be alerted if any agent comes back with a poor health state. And lastly, giving IT admins the power and tools necessary to troubleshoot without having to learn the minutia of the agent itself. With that, we have a number of other features here, but I'm going to turn the time over to Tom Copeland from Associated British Foods to give us some more insight and power of the Qualys agent and platform. Thank you very much.